Alright, let's do the online TSI 133, questions 1 through 20, part 1. Let's go ahead and start on this. Alright, so find f of 2 for the function f of x equals 8001.04 to the x. So there's a function. So f of 2, it means put a 2 for the x. 1.04, 1.04 times 1.04 right here, there it is 1.0816. And multiply these two numbers together, it's going to give you 8652.80 right here. And the answer is going to be f of 2 equals this, or 2 comma 8652.80 is the answer. Great food, great boss, open 24 hours. Find C if C equals 59 f minus 32 in parentheses and f is 86. Alright, so what we're going to do is substitute in there for the f, 86. 86 minus 32 right here is 54, but 54 is 9 times 6. And 9 times 6, we can cancel the 9, so what's left over is 5 times 6, which is going to give you what? 30. Find y if y equals 2x squared minus 4x minus 6, and x is negative 2. Substitute in there, negative 2 for the x's. So negative 2 squared means negative 2 times negative 2, which means 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And negative times a negative is going to end up being a positive 8. And then bring the 6 down, negative 6. 8 and 8 is 16. And 16 minus 6 is a 10. Evaluate x plus 3 parentheses, x plus 4 in parentheses, if x is negative 4. Substitute in there for the x, negative 4, negative 4. Negative 4 plus 3, negative 4 plus 4. So negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1, and 4 minus 4 is a 0. 0 times that is 0. Find P if P equals 2, parentheses, L plus W, close it, and L is 6, and W is 2. Alright, so this one, substitute the numbers in there, 6 and 2, and that means 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is a 16, so P equals 16. Find f of 4 for the function f of x equals x plus 18 over x minus 3. Here's a function, so we're going to put in the number 4 there and a 4 there, so that's going to be 4 plus 18, 4 minus 3. That's going to be 22 over 1, and that's going to be 22, so f of 4 for the function is going to be what? 22 or 4 comma 22. Find C if C equals P plus 0.05P and P is 30. Put a 30 in there, substitute in there, 30 there and 30 there. So 0.05 times 30 right here is going to be 1.50. Add 30 plus 1.50, line it up, and this is going to give you 31.50. Find h of 2 if h of x equals negative 16x squared plus 32x. So here's a function. Put the number 2 in there for the x. 2 squared means 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times that is a negative 64. 2 times 32 is 64. 64 minus 64 is a 0. So h of 2 in the function is 0. Or 2 comma 0. Another way to write it. Find y if y equals 31.95x and plus 0.10m. X is 5, m is 200. So we substitute in there for the x and the m. So 5 times this is 159.75 right here. And 200 times that is 20. Move it over, decimal over 2 times. So now we have 20 and we have this number added together. So line it up, 20.00, and this number is going to give you 179.75. Find PR minus R if P is negative 9, R is 1/2. So now let's substitute in there for the P and R. So rewrite this negative 9 over 1 times 1 over 2, and we have 1/2. So we're going to have negative 9 over 2, negative 1/2. Write this as one fraction, negative 9 minus 1 over 2, negative 10 over 2, and then the answer is going to be what? Negative 5. Find y if y equals square root of x plus 1 plus 8 and x is 0. So we're going to substitute in there For the x, we put 0. So 0 plus 1 is 1. The square root of 1 is 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. So y equals what? 9. Find g of 2 if the function g of x is x over 1 minus x. So here's a function. Put 2 in there, 2 there, and 2 there for the x. Take the parentheses off. So it's 2 over 1 minus 2. And that's going to be a negative 1 about 2 divided by a negative 1. A positive by negative is going to be a negative 2. So g of 2 in the function is negative 2, or 2 and comma negative 2. Find f of negative 2 for the absolute value function. F of x equals absolute value of x minus 2. So we're going to put the number in there, substitute in there the negative 3. So negative 3, negative 2 is negative 5. Absolute value of negative 5 is a positive 5. So f of negative 3 in the function is a 5, or negative 3 comma 5. Find f of negative 1 for the function if f of x equals 4x squared. So there's a function, f of negative 1 equals 4 times negative 1 squared. Substitute in there. Negative 1 times negative 1 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. So f of negative 1 is a positive 4. So negative 1 comma 4 is another way to write the answer. Find f of negative 1 if the function f of x equals x minus 1 over x squared minus 9. So now we substitute in there for the x, negative 1, negative 1, negative 1. So negative 1 minus 1 on top, and negative 1 times negative 1 squared. So that's going to give you negative 2 on top, 1 minus 9, that's going to be negative 2 over negative 8. A negative by a negative is a positive 2 eighths. And we write this as 2 times 1, 2 times 4, the same thing. 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 1 is 2. So f of negative 1 is going to be 1/4, or negative 1 comma 1/4. Find f of 1 is the function f of x equals parentheses x minus 1 squared plus 8. So f of 1, put it in there for the x. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 squared means 0 times 0, and that's going to be 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. So f of 1 is 8. So 1 comma 8. Find 5 to the negative 2 power. Rewrite this as the exponent. Bring it 1 over 5 squared. Rewrite it with a positive exponent. Now we have 1 over 5 times 5. So that's going to be 1 over 25. Find a if a equals pi r squared. Pi is 3.14, r is 4. So a equals pi r squared. Substitute in there, 3.14, 4 squared. 4 squared means 4 times 4, which is 16. And 16 times 3.14 is 50.24 right here. So multiply that out. Find x minus y if x equals 1/4 and y equals negative x. So x minus y, substitute in there for the y, negative x. Negative of negative is positive. 1x and 1x is 2x. Now we need to find what is 2x. Well, 2x, we know that x is what? A fourth. So let's substitute in there. So 2 times a fourth, and that's going to give you 2 over 4. We write it as 2 times 1, 2 times 2. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, and then cancel these out. We have left over 1/2 for the answer. Find the average of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So we add the numbers up, divide by 5. The numbers added up is 9,300 from right here. And if you divide this, the long division right here, so 5 divides this, 1, that's going to be 5. 9 minus 5 is 4, bring the 3 down. 5 times 8 is 40. 40 from 43 is 3, bring the 0 down. 5 goes to 6 is 30. 30 from 30 is gone. And then the 0, 0, 0, just 0. So 1860. So the average is going to be what? 1860. Good luck. Thank you. This is Professor Alfredo Gil Alvarez Jr. Good luck.